YouTubers, family and friends. Hi, this is Edward. Thank you for joining the channel again. I just posted a video of my youngest going to his kindergarten school, a Catholic Christian school. It's probably 2 kilometers near our house in Zamboanga del Norte province. So we live way out in the province, way out in the jungle, away from most general population of cities. We probably live 2 hours approximately to the biggest city, and you know, it's just the province life. We live the rural life out in the jungle because that's where, as the world becomes in more and more of a turmoil in these times, like as you can see, it's everywhere. The turmoil and the wars and the economic hardships, and I mean, you can go on and on. You know, the social media, the social strife, and the further you get out away from population centers, big cities, stuff like that, the better usually that's going to be. But with the connectivity nowadays with internet, which is almost everywhere, everyone, even this far out, all the students have their own phones. Maybe not the kindergartners, but in the grade school and up, you know, they all have their own phones. So you can't hardly get away from it, but it is a less of an impact the further you get away from the cities. And the biggest trouble you're usually going to come come in contact with is going to be in the cities. And because bad people wanting to do bad things are going to do it with the biggest audience. That's how these evil and people that are bad, that's how they operate, right? They want to do everything they possibly can for the majority of as many people as they can to be affected by their little act of rebellion or their act of evil that they want to perpetrate upon other peoples for whatever cause that they're trying to, you know, force their cause upon others. So that's why I choose to be way out in the jungle. And yeah, there's inconveniences, but the sense of safety and security is way higher the further you get out. And that's just the truth. A lot of you know that. So anyways, the big thing right now, and I did one other video on it. It wasn't a very good video because I didn't know very much about it, and I was just, you know, all these Philippine bloggers, and a lot of them are expats. Americans, you know, are the majority probably of expats in the Philippines. They're going crazy because that's what bloggers do. They go crazy about the thing that's the most prevalent in the news, and especially now that this so-called circular NPC, it's a National Privacy Commission, and they just put out a circular. So it's just an advisory, right? It's an advisory. And the number of the advisory / circular is 2025, so this year, -01. So as you can see, this government agency, National Privacy Commission, doesn't have much going on. Because this is the 01. This is the first circular that they put out this year. And it's already half the year's gone. So as you can see, they have to do something to justify their jobs within the government. So that's what's going on with this, guys. And the biggest thing and it's probably been directed by the administration, presidential administration, has probably directed this government agency to put this out because of this crazy Russian blogger that caused so much trouble on YouTube and on his channel of being a bad actor and disrespecting people, and especially disrespecting Filipinos. And you know, the number one thing is mutual respect should always be considered and viewed from every single human being making an interaction with any other human being, right? It should be mutual respect. You treat them like you want to be treated. Then that's the teachings of Jesus Christ, right? And because the teachings of Jesus Christ no one cares about anymore, I shouldn't say no one, but majority of the world, that's why so many people are getting themselves into trouble. So, and that's why we're getting this circular. Now, this is not a law, guys. All of this is a thing to bolster, or in addition to, if someone sues you or files a case against you in the Philippines for privacy issues like libel, like you said something about this person that it was false information, and that's just one of the 10 commandments. Don't accuse falsely of your neighbor of anything, because it's unjust, disrespectful, and unlawful in most countries of the world. So this is just a reiteration of what God says, of how we should treat each other in the world, and what the current laws in the privacy acts that are already on the books. This is just, it reinforces it, I should say. That just remain respectful of what you're doing with video and other people in your video. If they say, please don't post my face on your video, then you should, in turn, don't do it. Because then you're setting yourself up for a lawsuit. If they have the means to file a case against you, they will. Well, in the Philippines, most people are poor. So even if they don't want to be videoed and you post their video anyways, they don't have the means to sue you. But that being said, if you're a good content provider on YouTube or any other platform, you're going to obey the wishes of your fellow man or your neighbor that Jesus said you should love as much as you love yourself. So this circular is just a warning, just a reinforcement to the current laws that are online, that if someone sues you, nothing else can be done. You can't get in trouble, and you don't have to register with the National Privacy Commission. I'm getting all kinds of comments. Oh, you have to register. You have to do this. You have to do that. As far as doing something that you don't have to do, because the real question is: do you want to be a slave, or do you want to be a free man with unalienable rights that God gave you? No man, I bow to no man, and neither should you, concerning respect and privacy and other people trying to control you. Because that's kind of what this is all about. Because even right now today, in all countries of the world, there's CCTVs everywhere. These CCTVs are taking your image, they're by government agencies, and they're selling your image or putting your image in huge, massive databases in order for a means of control, right? So these people that are already doing this are now trying to come out and tell you that you can't do this. Well, you can bow down and take the knee if you want to be a worm or a slave. It's your choice. But you have unalienable rights that are God-given at birth. Free travel, converse in any form that's available in the earth, including video or whatever, that's all an extension of you. That's what video is. Now, I don't do editing on any of my videos. Why? Because editing is, and I've put out a couple videos on this already, guys. Editing is like AI generated. It's false. It's false or fake or manipulated information, right? That's what editing is. You know how many these mainstream networks that are online, that are on TV? Hon, if you want to whistle, you can go outside, please. So I'll be done with this in a minute. Please be respectful.
I have some.
So, anyways, you have to just be respectful, right? That's the key. Be respectful to your neighbor, and don't bow down. Don't take a knee. And I mean, if you want to be a slave, that's your choice. But that's what this whole circular is about. It's a means of control, or it's a means of giving warning to bad actors, because some people just can't control themselves and they can't be decent people to other human beings. And that's all this is. It has nothing to do with shutting down YouTube channels or forcing you to register with National Privacy Commission, or doing any of that. Doesn't matter if your channel is monetized or not. All that doesn't matter, because whatever they put in their circular of all the stipulations that they say that you should and shouldn't do, that all is going to be used against you if you're putting out disrespectful and bad content. That's all that is, guys. So calm down. Everything is fine. Everything is going to be okay. So please don't keep putting out stuff that's going to make people worried. Like all these creators that are putting out these videos constantly trying to worry senior citizens that they're going to lose their Social Security or lose their pensions. These people are constantly putting out videos to make people worried. Well, if you have Jesus Christ in your heart, you're not going to worry anyways, because no matter what happens, good or bad in this earth, it's God has a plan and he's going to take care of you. So anyways, that's my 2 cents. I'm trying not going to talk about this anymore. And my wife is so hot because I shut off the aircon in this vehicle, and she's over there whistling to try to make the wind.
Producing him a wind. I feel bad for you.
Trying to make the wind rise so she can be cool without air conditioning.
You too, because you're sweating so bad.
Yeah, but this is an important video I want to get out to the people.
I'm sorry, YouTuber. I love you.
You should. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I really appreciate your patronage, and just take care. And Jesus is the number one. If you obey his commandments, that's all he tells you to do. Obey the 10 commandments, obey the 2 most important rules that Jesus said you should obey, but loving the Lord God with all your heart, thy soul, thy mind, and loving thy neighbor as yourself. That's Jesus' word. So that's all I'm saying, guys. Just keep going on, keep trucking, keep on trucking, keep on doing what you're doing with videos and stuff. It's fine as long as you're being respectful and loving and obeying God's laws. That's all it's about. So I love you guys. Take care, and God bless. Until next time. Bye-bye.